try going into the voice video?
We are streaming there now.
Could be Discord.
Ray,
Oh.
Ray, do you want to give us? Yeah. Yeah. So he doesn't have his laptop. He's trying to have he's trying to set up his phone for streaming because he doesn't have his laptop. Is a time traveling campaign. That's last week. So we're meant to be streaming. Talks amongst yourselves. 22 seconds ago.
We're all reading, for God's sake. Stupid words.
Yeah.
I know. I gave the best shot last week with the letters.
Oh, I was absolutely nervous.
That was my best shot.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. I just got an email to say that Irish Board Gamer is live.
Is it? It's not showing on my one. Oh, I just got an email there as well. That's probably what it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so hi folks. We're just setting up the old stream and all that sort of carry on there. Donica and Jim. Donica plays. Sorry, not Jim. Donica and Mikey. Donica plays Adam, and Mikey plays Tyke. And Donica's stream or his feed, his Discord feed is having trouble there. Sorry, I'm reading WhatsApp at the same time. So he's trying to do a sound card settings. Okay, so which is okay because I would say no panic because they haven't found you yet.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I am refusing.
Oh, don't worry. You.
Read Bible.
Okay, sorry. So what we'll do is we'll just do a quick recap there. So last week the party didn't really get into any combat. They did cause the parish priest of Christchurch Cathedral to be brutally murdered and strangled with his own intestines, but they didn't have any part to play in, well, in that directly. So, so
Yeah.
we left the party. The party communed with the dead and asked a couple of questions of the parish priest, and he gave them a Bible, a very simple cipher in a Bible to help them out, which they haven't managed to crack yet. And I'm sure there'll probably be a lot of abuse coming my way when they do find out what the solution to it is. The party were also told to find out Tobias Kelly. And Tobias Kelly runs a pub or tavern in those days it would be called the Raven's Perch, and he gave them directions to it, and it's at the same location where they have been in previous years, where the pub was the Maiden's Head, and prior to that it was the Maiden's Tower, and prior to that was the Boar's Head, and I think it was called the Boar's Head. Anyway, Tobias Kelly has also got the same surname as Sharon and Roisin and Durkis. And if you remember, Sheridan.
Yeah, you have a bit of inflection in the middle, like it going around the corner. It's Sheridan.
Yeah, and it's quite it's quite pertinent that Raymond picked up at that point because Raymond murdered Sharon when she was a child. So which is something he's going to keep from her great grandfather or whatever relationship she is with him. So they were told to seek out Tobias Kelly in the Raven's Perch. So I'm just on the screen there in Rodeo is a map of Dublin. And this isn't. This is, I think, one of the earlier maps that we could get. It actually is an overlay of the current city. And I just wanted to put some points on it, 3 points on it, where the map is. So up on the top left is St. Auden's Church. That's St. Auden's Church, and that's St. Auden's Gate. And St. Auden's Gate is known as by the 40 steps. So that's the 40 steps there. So that's 40 steps and St. Auden's Gate. I actually changed the colour of that marker because it's a bit too much samey same. So there's St. Auden's Church, and I've just labelled it and put a pointer down to it. Dublin Castle's Church is probably around here, where it shows this symbol of a hospital. There must have been an infirmary there as well. So this is Dublin Castle Church. This is the way they came up. This is the culvert that's split, and this is the one they were told not to go down too far. And you can see there it goes right into the pool where your Mangander is. The party came out somewhere probably around here, wandered around, and ended up in the crypt here. So this is Dublin Pool, and this is the church they would have appeared. Then the other church that seems to be constantly featuring is St. Nicholas of Myra, known locally as Francis Street Church, but it's St. Nicholas of Myra. So it actually crosses two roads, and there's a front entrance and a back entrance there as well. And then this is Christ Church, and this is the lane that they found the priest dead, hanging, strangled by his own entrails in here. And this is Fishamble Street there, which we discovered Whacker's owner, Raymond, was born. So in real life. So it's a bit of a factoid there. And this is Cook Street.
I don't remember that.
That was one of the pivotal moments of, or maybe the timeline has changed since then. Yeah. So so the party are roughly here at the moment. They found the priest's dead body, and the place they were going to head to was to find Tobias Kelly, and the pub that constantly features is probably this block here. It's certainly along this street here. So that's where we left the party. That was their plan.
Right. This Bible verse that we should be getting are the words that we should be getting a clue from. Do we need to figure that out now, or will we just back pocket that and head over
To the pub.
This story, I haven't written it in that linear a fashion. There is no one thing. This is not one of those 1980s puzzle books, adventure books, where I turn to page 72, turn to page 16, you're dead. It's not the Steve Jackson linear, you can only one way out. So, no, I mean, it might help you, it mightn't help you. And who's to say that it has... we stream it. Yes, we're streaming.
Phil, because I was going to say, I assume, because obviously I know Adam's not back yet, but I assume Tig hasn't just materialised yet.
Yeah. So Dunnick is going to be about 10 seconds behind. He's going to watch us on the stream because he has no audio. Yeah, it's a bit of a delay. So I'm just typing here. It's a bit of a delay. I'm not sure how long the Twitch delay is.
Yeah.
I better give him a minute. It's...
Also, you're not allowed to call a book Choose Your Own Adventure, because Wizards of the Coast, they have their own sort of D&D flavoured Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yeah.
And they couldn't call it, they need to call it like Choose Your Tale, or Choose Your Own Adventure anyways, copyrighted, so you can't call a book a Choose Your Own Adventure book.
I don't like Steve Jackson.
Yeah.
The guy that did that rip-off card game that he keeps on making ridiculous money for, selling a big box with one deck of cards in it. What's it called? Munchkin, thank you, Munchkin. My brain's gone to shit.
I've never actually played it. I just heard you complain about Munchkin before, so I assume it's Munchkin.
Yeah, Munchkin. It is, in fairness to Munchkin, it is a good game, but it's a deck of cards that'll cost you about €40. And you doesn't... So there's like 6 things, and whoever gets to the top wins. And in the basic set, he just gives you the deck of cards. You have to provide the map and the tokens, or you can buy the deluxe version. You go, really?
All you're really buying is how to play the game.
Yeah, well, the cards are unique, like, but yeah, you're buying his intellectual property.
I feel like, do they do minis for that? It's all like little kind of big-headed minis, or is that a different Munchkin? That's a different...
I don't know. I'm sure he has made everything out of this money-wise I can. So
I assume we keep the Bible.
That shape of
whoa, everyone's talking.
Yeah.
Did you buy Munchkin?
I have a copy of it, yeah.
He did. He bought it.
Did anybody else buy Munchkin?
No.
Are you the only purchaser?
Maybe that's why it's so expensive that he has to. It's like he has to make his money back. He has to charge €3 million for it.
This is a real game, is it, Phil? It's not an elaborate prank that someone's playing on you.
Well,
very elaborate prank.
We could collect everybody and drive down to your house and beat the shit out of you now we're allowed.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, come on. So we'll see you in 2 hours. Dunica might have his audio fixed by then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
apart from abusing,
Bible.
yes, the
Yeah.
Bible. You
Yeah.
don't. There's nothing in the story that you have to solve now before you move on to the next bit. And you never know. Maybe something will happen and it may render it all mute and thing. So because there's a chance you mightn't have found the Bible. Okay, so there is no one thing you have to do in any of this story that'll cause you to succeed or fail.
Off to the pub and see if we find the rest of it.
Off to the pub.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah, but
I'm gonna load up the pub there. This is
so
always.
where are we at the moment?
I'm gonna bring it up there for you now.
Okay, yeah.
I can't find the map. Oh, there it is because I changed its name to the Ravens.
Was it around this one or this one? Oh shit! Hang on, sorry about that.
Oh, sorry, on the map. Do you want to see on the map? Do you want the map back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put the map
No,
back
I
up.
think Ray was saying what.
I was just wondering where we currently were and like the direction. Are we how far we were? But I know we were around Christchurch.
Yeah. And we need to leave Christchurch because we don't see any claimed on the police.
He's gonna do something with the sleep.
I'm gonna. Whatever about Ben and Mikey not knowing where the fuck they are. You were born around the corner from the street you're on, down from Cook Street. You know this area. Jesus Christ, like.
Old-timers disease. It's the old-timers. That is.
Okay,
I'll
I'll put the map back up. I'll put the map back up for you. Okay, so here is Christchurch.
Here.
Yes, here is Dublin Castle. Here's where me and Becky are from. Here's where you were born. Here is where you then moved to Stony Batter side. And this is where you are now. And this is where you're going to, Cook Street.
Okay, great.
Come on. Now.
You're happy now, yeah? Okay. Right.
I'm thirsty. We should go to the pool.
I think, you know what? Yeah, I am now thirsty. Okay, so you will see there on the map are the three of yous down the bottom, and Chewy's there.
Start down a bigger group.
So.
Haven't even got the dog. Oh, we do have the dog.
So yes, sorry, Dunica's texting there. He's on. That'll double our viewership anyway. That Dunica's watching us. Right. So yeah, there's Chewy. There's the 40 steps. It obviously looks a little bit different because it's 500 years ahead. Yeah. So so yeah, that's and Torv, you've off as usual moving. So there's some tents here and there's some cattle and there's a lot. There is a lot more activity. It's not as gloomy and as dank as it was in the future. There's market stalls and that.
Okay.
Right.
You know what time of day is it, Phil?
Well, it was 6. He was saying 6 o'clock mass. You're to me that's 7.
When you man.
7:15. We'll say you flew it around for half an hour with the Bible. So it's probably about a quarter. And it's probably taking about 5 minutes. So it's nearly 8 o'clock in the evening.
We had about 10 minutes total to talk to him when when I brought him back to ask him the 5 questions. So I assume about 10 and then a little bit. Yeah,
so say it's coming up to 8 o'clock. As Becky goes past as Torvi goes past St. Auden's Gate, appears, materializes in front of her, bald-headed.
Hi.
How did you go?
Where were you? What happened? You disappeared.
But one minute I was with you, I was walking along with you, and the next minute I was gone.
Yeah,
I could hear you, I could see you, but like you couldn't hear or see me.
Oh, so we're dead. Who killed you?
Again.
I don't think I was dead.
Oh.
But
Wait, Ty, were you? Could you see and hear me when Walker and Torvi had gone to sleep and I went round the back of that outhouse?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Were you watching me? Fucking hell.
I wasn't watching, but God, everyone could.
I should have used should have used one of my questions to have that priest absolve me of his sins. I sent him back to heaven.
We're going up to the Raven perch.
Okay, so what happened with Tig? I was going to call him Tobias. With Tig is that he was starting to materialize, but he just didn't become solid. And you saw that was like a transporter malfunction. But what you didn't realize is that he was actually sort of there, but in spirit. He couldn't. He just wasn't in body, and it's.
So we saw it.
He saw everything and he was searching. What it turns out, and can you remember this, Ty or Mikey, or will I tell the party, or do you want to tell the party? Do you know the reason why?
I kind of. You probably be able to explain it better than I can.
Okay, so basically, what Morgana didn't realize is, and her magic is probably weakening a bit since she created you. The magic that she used to bring Ty back from the dead, she wasn't as strong, and she wasn't expecting the temple and the other stuff that the party have gotten up to. So as a result, what's after happening is there's like sort of a circle of effect around where centered on where Dublin is, because that's where your Mongandra is, and between that and the temple that was underground that was built there just caused this sort of interference pattern, and she just couldn't get a transponder lock, for one word of a better thing. But since you've actually come out of it, and it seems to be was when you came down that's the wrong thing, in this sort of part of an area here past St. Alden's Gate, the effect. So if you like, there was probably an effect going this way. So as soon as one of his cards coming out of there, Tig was able to materialize, for want of a better word.
Yeah, so he's got a bad connection.
Yeah.
A spotty connection with the material plane. Yeah. Tig, are you any good at brain teasers and puzzles, or have you have you been fight? Has your career been long enough to get punch drunk? Or
I haven't taken many hits to the head just yet. Bar the one that
killed you.
Killed me.
Yeah.
Well, we have this couple you might look at when you have a moment, see if you can figure it out, because we haven't got a clue.
Yeah,
come on, we're gonna get pints and read the Bible. It's gonna be great crack.
Very Catholic of us.
Yeah.
Is there activity in and around the tavern that we can see, or is it like vacant outside?
Oh no, there's a lot of activity going around. There's market stalls, there's people, there's a lot of hustle and bustle going around the place, and that, it's much more, compared to what it was like in the future, it's much more sort of pleasant.
Oh,
Okay. So let's go into the tavern.
I'll let you go into Dublin accent.
Nothing that will matter here.
You're just going to go through the wall. The door's up here.
Where?
Here, that gap. Okay, so you're going to go in. So I'll just reveal the area there for you. So you stick your head in the door, and you can see it very much like it was the time you were there 800 years in the future. Well, it's a bit more basic or whatever. And I better throw down just let me get a token there. There's a guy here rubbing glass. Okay, there we go. So we'll drop that guy in there. Right. So that's what you see. So, and this guy here turns around and he goes, "Hello, come in now. Come in. There's plenty of seats there, sir."
You're leaning there, Rick.
Oh, I don't know what I'm after doing there, so how do we get...
I think you might got into shape. So you want to go into the one with the hand.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
If you
Yeah, I'll go over to
yeah.
what looks like a double table, yeah.
So hello.
I think you should be able to control Z as well. I think.
What's that do?
I think you're able to undo, but I think the one thing with Owlbear is I think at least
control Z.
When I was running the games, that the undo is shared by everyone. I think so. It'll only do the most recent one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
So,
sometimes it can be.
oh, your dog can't come in. Tell your dog to stay outside
Why?
because they're the
Oh, you can't
rules.
talk to me like that. I'm not a dog.
Yeah.
I know I'm a bit scruffy. Yeah, all right, Chewy.
If you want to stay here, you're going to have to leave the dog outside, sir.
Oh. Can we just leave him in the corner by the door where we can keep an eye on him?
Outside is outside the wall, sir. I think you're having a problem understanding that, do you? No, out you go now. Come on, out you go, dog. Whew. You let now boot fly at the Chewy.
Stay outside there, Chewy. Be good.
So Chewy's not too happy, but Chewy decides to stay by the door and staring in at his. No, what can I do for you?
What do you have on offer in your tavern?
I have ale.
Yeah.
And
Just
more ale. I have a bit of whiskey.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, and no, you don't have a field on offer here at all.
Oh, food. No, but you know, if you're drinking, you can get something outside at the market and bring it. That's not a bad idea. I could start selling food in here. He takes a pen and he makes. I'll make a note of that.
We're looking to meet somebody, maybe a customer of yours.
Oh, okay. Who are you trying to meet? Who is it you're trying to meet?
Tobias.
Tobias. I say, oh, well, you've come to the right place, so.
Right. You're Tobias Kelly.
You've come to the right place, sir. Sit down, sit yourself down, and I'll get you some ales. And what is it you want to be talking about?
What do you know? What do you know about the Morgana and reassembling the harp?
The Morgana. I don't know what's the Morgana. Is that a ship?
Sorry, the Morgan.
No, is that a ship?
Oh shit! Did the
I think I'm getting lost.
Yeah.
Did the priest tell us his fucking name written in the Bible?
His name was
His name.
It's Reverend Talbot.
Down here. He's been dispatched, but he gave us his Bible before he left.
Oh, the Reverend. Oh, yes, the Reverend. Yeah, he'd be down here a bit. Yeah, he'd often be down here and comes in for his little clandestine meetings. Sorry, what?
He won't be down anymore.
Why not? Is he held up in confessional? Dispatched.
He was held off, but
yeah,
in a sense.
And he told us to come and talk to you.
Oh, no, that's terrible. Tobias won't be pleased to hear that he's dead.
I thought you were the one.
No. What made you think that?
You said you were.
No, I didn't. I said you came to the right place.
Okay.
Well, could we speak? Could we speak to the owner of Tobias?
You can. He's having a bit of problem with his Discord at the moment. So, Tobias, there's some people out here that want to speak to you. So, and out, Tobias, and out comes, out comes, but he's not here to speak to you. But so I can't do Adam's voice. So yeah, so this is Tobias here now. And what is it I can get you to drink? Ale, isn't it? So he goes
Ale,
off.
yeah.
Right. So he's going. Sorry.
You know what I mean? And whiskey chaser, we're gonna.
Whiskey chasers. Okay. So he goes off to do that, and he starts bringing over beer and that as Adam comes over to you. And he goes, he said, he's eventually turned up.
What do you mean we eventually turned up? Where the hell have you been?
I've been here since 1330.
What do you get for ripping pages out of the book willy-nilly and not telling anybody else that you're going to be doing it?
Oh yeah, shit. I never updated the picture. So 2 seconds there.
What years are now? 41?
I'm just gonna. So he goes. I presume some of you are going to ask him what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just get.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2 seconds there. I thought I had. I'm getting a spinning wheel here. So yeah, Tig is meant to be telling you all this himself, so I'll obviously have to, or Tig, Dunica is meant to be telling you this. Bollocks, and that's the wrong map. That's the wrong picture. I've sent it to Dunica. Okay, so he shows you the page of the book, which I have the wrong one, and it says outside 1330. And he explains to you that as he was getting the crap kicked out of him in the dungeon, he knew he couldn't get back out, so he decided that he would transport himself a couple of hours into the future, and it was around 10 o'clock in the day, so he wrote down 1330, meaning the time 1330 and outside. But what happened to him was he got transported to the year 1330, and the book dropped, and he appeared outside of where the gate, we're over on the map over here, but the tunnels and the hadn't been hollowed out or anything, because that was obviously done at some stage, must have been done at some stage in the future. So yeah, so he appeared a year or so. He didn't know when or if ever he was going to show up, so he went a bit destitute at first, and he was probably living on the streets. And I had asked Dunica to figure out what he would sell or make or invent to make some money, but he actually became a bit successful, and he made a bit of cash, and he thought that if there was any chance that you were going to come back to this time, that you'd probably head back down towards the pub that you'd been twice before. So he decided to it was a building, or it was a shack. He decided to turn that into a pub and set up a pub there. And he decided to keep an eye out around the area for any of the cult, and he spotted a couple of times our friend Carrie and going around the place. So he was keeping an eye on her, and he noticed that the Reverend Talbot from Christ Church was also keeping an eye out on one of the acquaintances that she was keeping, which was the other Reverend Robin Artisan. So they sort of aimed through a mutual sort of realization that they were both interested in him for different reasons. So they pooled their resources and they had a chat. And Talbot told Adam that he didn't trust Artisan because he couldn't find out any record of Artisan in the records in Rome of his ordination. He appeared in Dublin sometime around the same time as Dunica, maybe 6 months before, and he started setting up this church, and he seemed to have a lot of wealth and a lot of power, much more than obviously priests had a lot of wealth and power, but this guy seemed to have unlimited funds to set up this church and this orphanage. And the orphanage was raising people were getting quite annoyed with the orphanage because Artisan was using the kids to undercut workers. They weren't too worried about the kids in the orphanage, but they were worried about that the kids were being used to undercut the local workforce. So people didn't really like the kids, and the kids seemed to be a bit strange. Tunica says he invented a coffee house, but so the kids seemed to be a bit strange, which was something that the priest noted. No one else seemed to care. And he wrote a letter to the Justicar, who you nearly met at one stage in the castle. If you'd have stayed a few more minutes in the castle, you'd have met the Lord Justicar. But he might have killed you, so it's probably better you didn't. So he didn't seem to be too concerned, because the orphanage was paying taxes and dues to the city. So the two of them started watching them, and they had really just come to the conclusion, there was something wrong. Adam didn't really go too much into telling the priest about the whole cultist thing. He thought that was probably a step too far. So he sort of just kept that bit to himself. And so Adam reckoned, and Adam's been keeping an eye on the orphanage and the comings and goings and the kids are up to other work, and they often vanish off with pickaxes and stuff. So wherever they're digging or wherever they've dug in the past. So that's the catch up essentially from Adam.
That's it.
So where do we go? Where? Well, with Adam.
Yeah, so where does Adam, what would Adam recommend since he's been here the longest?
Well,
What
he
would
said,
You go to the orphanage, or there was Talbot. Yeah, the orphanage would be a good place to go to, and that's definitely where it is. He says, but it's only a pity
We don't have. Reverend Talbot was working on something, and he had an idea of where things were centered, but or where things were happening. But alas, I don't know where he kept his notes.
Well, it's strange you should say that.
Is it?
From the back pocket comes.
Now we've figured it out already, but you know, we just like to get.
You're the fearless leader. You don't want to take any shine off your leadership.
Yeah,
Okay.
see if you can beat our record.
Yeah.
So, we want you to have a bit of time for it, and that just, to get your memory and brain into
Yeah.
speed.
Okay, he says, okay, right, hand it over. So, and he looks and he sees the index and he sees the handwritten verses, the Genesis 2:9 and extra, and he goes, oh, very interesting. And he flicks to Genesis 2:9. He scans across and goes, And then he goes, oh, Exodus 5:13, and he goes, scans across that, and he goes, huh, I think I can see where this is going. And he goes through each of the things, goes, yeah, and he gets to the last one, and he goes, very interesting. Yes. That's quite obvious, though. Okay, so he goes. Who's he sitting beside? Torvi and Jim are on the other. So he goes, yeah. He puts down in front of his, and Torvi are on the right. And he goes, yes. And he brings out Genesis 2:9. He goes, look at the words. Look at the words. Do you not notice anything about the words? No.
Yeah, the words.
Yeah, there's marks under some of the words.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh, don't any something didn't appear that should have appeared.
No, it's there. I'm looking at it on the Discord one.
Yeah, I got it.
Hang on.
Yeah, I read it out.
Oh,
Yeah, read it out, yeah.
Let's see. Evil works. What's the other one? Inside the veil.
No, not veil isn't got a mark under it. But yeah, evil works.
Inside the
those marks.
Oh, fucking hell.
middle.
I thought that was. I thought that was dirt on my screen.
Inside the middle of the circle.
Yeah, so that's the mystery. Evil
Write that down. Write that down.
Evil works inside the middle of the circle.
So
Middle being the old Latin for the word center, because I couldn't find the word center in the Bible. Now I didn't go through the Bible manually. I just say that there. I did a word search online.
Wacker's just leaning into the what's his name, Tobias, and says, "This fucking reverend was a bit of a dick, was he?"
He was a bit paranoid about statues, and he really was a lot paranoid about Artisan. For some reason or other, he didn't trust Artisan. He was, and I suppose he was right because he's dead now. So there was something to be said for his worrying and all that. So yeah, so I don't know if that really helps us anyway, but so I suppose one would need to find the center of the circle.
The circle.
Okay, have you any idea? Does the name the circle ring any bells with you, with your knowledge of the city as it is now?
No, to be honest, no, it doesn't. I was more concerned with watching Carrie and down at the orphanage, really, but no, and I've been around the city. The city's obviously much smaller than it is in area, so I think I'd know.
If
Magic Circle,
yeah,
temple that we are way through, a magic circle drawn on the ground,
under the castle, yeah,
enchanted there in some way.
Serpent eating its own tail.
Remember the church that we discovered?
Yeah, I remember you wanted a face.
I mean, could it?
Try this circle.
Yeah.
Could it be? I mean, if we looked at the map of Dublin, could the orphanage be in the centre or something? Like
Okay, I'll throw that map back up for you.
Some sort of a circle of, lanes or roads or.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
would be. Where is the orphanage? I mean, this looks sort of like a. I mean, it's not a circle, but it's a.
Okay. I threw the
sort
map
of
back up on
next
the
door.
screen there. Sorry, I just want to text Donica there.
Yeah,
I
and
threw the map back on the
where
screen.
is the orphanage
It's
again,
that
Phil?
St. Nicholas. It's beside St. Nicholas.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Find
so
the circle in the church. It's the circle in the orphanage party. Is the black pool there?
In the grounds of the
It's
castle.
yeah,
Yeah, so Tobias, sorry, that's Adam didn't tell you that. He would have probably told you that. So yeah, Adam says the orphanage is built on the grounds of Saint Nicholas of Myra, which is the church where we killed the black pig at the back entrance. You remember the fight with the black pig? That was at the back entrance to the church. So it's just down from the Ivy Market where you met Carrie for the first time. So she seems to haunt, irrespective of the timeline. She seems to haunt that area, or not haunt, but she seems to stay rooted in that area. Because you remember when you met her in 1860, she was heading back. She didn't live down by the quays, but she was heading back somewhere that the butler or the manservant brought her back to. And you met her. She said she lived around. She said she was looking for her husband in the first time you met her in 1860, and in this time she's wandering around there again. So the black pig, like there's a couple of locations that seem to be reoccurring, and the St.
I mean,
Albans.
we could go to if we go to the orphanage and then.
Scope it out.
I mean, there might be some sort of circle inside, but I mean, worth checking it out anyway.
Scope it out, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just. Sorry.
Yeah.
We could pretend Adam is a monk.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Because you can have that. Well, we all have clothes. But you're a priest or a monk, and you want to do the same thing with the orphanage where you're from, and just pretend we want to go.
And I said, I would love to come with you, but I am expecting a delivery of ale there in about 2 minutes, so I'll hang behind. But look, if I get finished with that, I'll follow you down. So, if there's anything else you need to know.
You're a businessman.
Yeah. Well, I'm also not going to be dragging him and Chewie around as my other characters throughout the thing. So.
Yeah.
If we want to bring Adam with us, I can run Adam for you, Phil, if you want.
Yeah, if you want to, so.
Yeah.
If Donica doesn't mind being violated. Okay, so.
If Donica doesn't mind, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Donica can tell me if he wants to type in.
Knock 3 times.
Anything specific.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's watching on the stream, so he's about 10 seconds behind us. So we go, don't do that. Oh, I just died.
So I'm sure by the time.
Keep your spell slots intact as best I can.
So.
Cantrips and.
Yeah. So, just for those not from Dublin and Ray, Francis Street Church can be gotten into from 2 sides. St. Nicholas can be gotten to. So there's the main entrance on Francis Street, and then there is a small little arch at the back on what's now called John Dillon Street, and you can get into. And interestingly enough, when you come in from the John Dillon Street end, and you come in, and do you remember that back just to the left? Yeah, there is this big large grating, and there's loads of people buried in it. It's like a vertical shaft with bodies. Well, it's grated over, and there's a plaque on it saying who's dead there. I presume it was ex-priests or whatever. Yeah, so there's a big pit to the thing. Yeah, just when you come in the back entrance, with a metal sort of. Well, there was a metal sheeting nowadays. God knows you'll have to go. So there's that back entrance, or there's the Francis Street entrance. So it doesn't bother me. I just want to put your tokens down in one of those locations.
Be the busier way to be going in and out, so the back entrance would be the point.
Yeah, it's much as if you're coming up Cook Street, probably Francis Street would probably be the natural one to go down, I suppose. Okay, so I'll just clear this bit of fog here, and I'll put you on the street. So, okay, so you're coming in the main way, and I'm just going to throw you down in any old order that I come across your tokens, and you can sort out yourselves. And okay, so you're all coming up from this direction here is coming from Thomas Street way, and then this way is down towards the Coombe. So Massey's funeral home that you's killed the dogs in and Chewie got freed from is down this way. And over here is, on this side of the map, is sort of the back entrance area, and this is where you would have killed the black pig on your first time travel.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So you can probably see into the entrance as well a bit. So I'm just going to reveal sort of areas. So from that angle, we'll say you can sort of see that. And Whacker goes up there, so Whacker's sort of viewing that. So what you have here, I'll just explain there, is you can see there's a church here. The doors are closed. The doors open outwards. There is a couple of children around the place. There's a little bit of an area where there's pickaxes and stuff stored. There's a grotto. Well, it's not the stone type of grotto. It's got a railings, and there's these pews, and there's a statue of Mary, who of course she was a virgin. And this is the grate here that I was saying to you about at the back entrance, and that's the back entrance here. Which there's no point in keeping that covered up, to be honest. There's nothing. I'll leave it there. So at the church. So this is the church. You can see from where you're standing. There's a little bit of a side entrance. There's another building over here, and there's some doors in it. And from the description Adam gave you down in the pub, he said the orphanage was sort of to the right. So there's nowhere else that could conceivably be. This is the end of a building. Like you walked past this building here, and that was just haberdashery or something. There's only one other building apart from the church on what appears to be on the grounds.
Should we go on?
There's a guy there in the street walking up with a bag of stuff, and there's another fella down here. There's a bit of activity on the street.
Okay.
We're going to go in. Do we have a story? Are we having a backstory, or are we just going to go in and have an nosy? Time we got lost.
I mean, I could make myself look like Carrie again, but I feel like it's a lot of pressure. Can I actually? How many? Check my fucking spell slots.
We're looking for the same.
Yeah.
So
We just go in and say we're looking for workers.
Yeah.
what's that?
Just go in.
We just go in and say we're looking for workers.
Oh, we're looking for walkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're extending Adam's pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we need some cheap labour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to go build a basement,
Definitely.
store beer and stuff. We need little labourers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got any hard-working orphans? They aren't going to go all of our twist on us. Just keep their mouths shut. It's good for them.
That's a good story.
Let's do something.
Yeah, we start heading in so.
Yeah, I mean, actually you could say, I'm looking for, I don't know, a pot wash for the pub or the tavern.
Adam
Whatever,
it's his pub. They're saying we're the backers. We're giving him the money, so we want to make sure we're getting value for our money.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be We're going to be building an extension. We've had the idea to start serving food inside, so we need a kitchen.
We want to make sure we're getting value for our buck. So Adam said he knows where you can get cheap workers first.
Representatives from Board B.
Yeah. Seen some kids with board beer. Yeah, we're trying to get board beer. We need board beer approved child labour.
Yeah, we want to make our own cheese and stuff, so we need children to be doing the churning and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose we start heading in so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Before we go in, the other thing we do is, look, we've got pockets full of jewels here. We're like wealthy.
That's what I mean, yeah.
No, but we could walk in and just say that we want to be benefactors of the church, and support the orphanage, flash the guild around a bit.
You could be a bit, we're just trying to good citizens here. Like, I've got my Bible here, very devout,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're rich merchants, and we heard that the good works that go on here, so we just wanted to help, and we just want to see what we're giving them to the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And if all that fails, Wacko's got a gun.
Yeah, we do this when we go travel the cities and sell our merchandise, only we donate to the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's go with
There
that?
we go for it. Yeah.
Is Roman Catholic, is it? Is it what it is these days?
This would in the 1300s. Yeah, there would have been no. The Church of England wouldn't have been. Yeah, that's Henry the seventh, eighth,
Yeah.
Henry the eighth. So yeah, it would have been Catholic. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so yeah, we're doing good works in the cities that we trade in. We're thinking of
Yeah.
We've got Catholics.
show.
Yeah.
Trying to buy
We
your
know
way
at
into
least
heaven.
6 Bible verses. What's that?
Things we need to pay off.
Yeah, indulgences.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's you have 2 plans now. You can go with.
We'll go with the rich one.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. 3.
Oh yeah, the whacker's gone. Yeah, I forgot that.
Donations.
Yeah,
Labour gone.
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's if one fails. Yeah. We say, all right, look, yeah, we weren't really. We just wanted to get in and see about. Would you rent us out a few kids, and then that
Yeah.
fails. All right.
That doesn't sound too
I've got a Bible. They'll believe me.
Yeah, you can say you're from Ballymaloo House.
Labourers, can we have a few labourers?
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I said. He's sick fox. Phil. You know, we got to get him on side. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do the talking. Yeah. Adam's drink is a bit strong. So.
Well, then you know these fucking dudes. What would impress them enough to show us around this?
Oh yeah, because Adam say he told us about the orphanage, good place to give a donation. We were asking around.
Yeah.
Oh, what Barnett or something, which is the likely one to get us around here. So.
And Adam
we can
says
see how far
all
we get
some
into
good
the
stories.
orphanage
Yeah.
before someone stops us.
Right, we're starting to look suspicious hanging around this door.
Yeah.
I think once they see money, they're going to be very obliging. Like.
The church for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah, we know they will. We know they will.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
yeah, off
I'm
with you.
stepping in the door of the church.
You're going to go into the church.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to open the door. Okay. Oh, hang on. Just open the door for us, just in case you die.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's the. Yeah, I mean, we've reason to believe that presumably the church is affiliated with the orphanage. Like
Okay.
It runs it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, before we stepped in, I put on some of the jewelry. I have a big bling necklace on and some bracelets, looking like a pirate.
Yeah.
And,
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, and you can see it looks like a fairly normal church. There is a guy cleaning. There's down the end. There's an altar. There's a couple of statues, the usual, and there's a guy sweeping the floor, and he goes, "Hello, how can I help you?
how?
Hello, how can I help you?"
In charge of this place.
That would be God would be in charge of this place.
Okay. Who's in charge of this particular church? Is there the priest here?
Oh yes, there's a priest. There's the Reverend Artisan himself, a very good man, very holy man.
Is he here at the moment?
He wouldn't be in the church now. He's finished his masses for the evening. I was just cleaning up after the Angelus, and he won't be back now for mass. The next mass is at 6 o'clock in the morning, but he doesn't usually do the morning masses. And there's a woman next door, and she comes in, and she sometimes leads the congregation in prayer. She says,
No.
"What? Sorry."
That's all very helpful. But where is the Reverend now?
Oh, he could. He might be in the orphanage, or he could be up. He helps look after the church in the Dublin Castle, along with the priest from Christ Church. What's his name now? Reverend Talbot. Yes, he could be up here with him, or he could be in the orphanage, or he could be down in the Hollywood Dairy buying some buns. He likes the buns with the icing on the top. Or he could be up in Engine Alley there, and he could be taking his evening constitutional walk. He could be going up to see the barges in Basin Lane and wave at all the bargemen.
Super. That's really great. You know the lady you mentioned that sometimes comes in.
No, Wacko. What else could he be doing?
What's her name? The lady who works in the orphanage. What's her name?
Oh, the lady who runs the orphanage, she would be Mrs. Carey.
Dame Alice.
Oh, sorry, that's her name. Alice Dame Keitler.
Kittler?
No, it wouldn't be Dame
I can't
Keitler.
remember.
It wouldn't be Dame Keitler. You're trying to confuse an old man. Dame Keitler is on the run from the police from Kilkenny or Tipperary. I always get them two places mixed up. But she was found guilty by the Reverend Artisan himself and I am surprised that that young man there with the shiny thing never told you this, because this was an important fact he was meant to pass to you earlier that he forgot all about with all the confusion. So I'll tell you the story now. Dame Keitler, her lady servant Petronella de Mead was the first woman hung in Ireland and England for the burnt at the stake for the practicing of witchcraft. And she said that it was her mistress Dame Keitler, was a demon worshipper, and that she summoned a demon forth from the bowels of hell. And the reason the bishop didn't like her was that she inherited money. 4 of her husbands all died, and she inherited all their money and became very wealthy. And she didn't like the church, so the church accused her. Real story. The church accused her of being a witch, and they hunted her down, and she got away to England. But Petronella was caught, and after being tortured for a couple of days, she gave a full confession of that Keitler and her held some magical, demonic, satanic rituals at the crossroads, and that she brought forth a demon, and he became her familiar, and she had sex with him on the crossroads. Can you believe that? So, and she was burnt at the stake.
I can, funnily enough.
So
it's not her next door in the orphanage.
No, it would not be her. No.
What's the lady who helps in the orphanage?
She would be Ms. Carey.
Miss Carey.
Miss Carey.
And is she
Oh,
there?
sorry, I was.
Is she there now?
I don't know. I can't see it through the wall. Well, he's after giving you a load of information Adam fucking completely forgot to tell you. Yeah, sorry, Adam was meant to tell you all that about the story of the witchcraft and everything, which was probably, yeah. And of course, you saw in the underground temple, under Dublin Castle, you saw the picture which said Dame Keitler, and it happened to be your friend Carrie, and it said the bringer of our saviour or something, and the other painting of the burning at the stake was Petronella de Mead, which was, and I think that happened in Kilkenny. I know I said Tipperary last week. I think it was Kilkenny. They're all strange there. They're all strange about those places.
So, but inferring from that, then that this with Dame Alice was Harry at some point in the history that isn't in the book.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, look, we're very busy men, and we were here to support the orphanage. So, who runs the orphanage in the evening?
Oh, there would be the housekeeper would be there, and the master of the books would be there. Master Jack O'Shea usually keeps an eye on things. He's a bit odd. He's an old sea dog, and he's retired from nautical ways, and he teaches the children all about science and stars and the wind and the movement of the sea against land and the waves and the fishes and the other things in the water. He's very knowledgeable.
Sounds like one of David Attenborough's maybe.
Yeah. So he'll
Okay.
be probably in there unless he's
Can
gone
you
out.
introduce us? We need to do a tour of the orphanage
Oh,
as part of our charitable walks here in the city.
okay. You want me to go? Okay. I don't. I wouldn't normally go into the orphanage. I just look after the church. They might want me to sweep it. I have a lot of sweeping.
The orphanage.
I can go in, but could you not want to go in yourself? No.
We'd like an introduction.
Okay. I'll tell you. I'll bring you over, and I'll see if there's anybody there that'll come out here and
Making money.
yeah, and whatever. Yeah. So he goes off towards. He pops inside. He shouts. He just looks in the door, and he goes, "Oh, hello, Julia. There's some people out here that want to give the Reverend Artisan some money, and they're looking for him. And I told him he might be out walking up by looking at the barges because he likes doing that." She goes, "Yeah." And then I told him that he might be down off Mead Street because he goes for a wander down there sometimes as well. And then they seem to want to get rid of me. So, and you can hear somebody coming out. So she, as out from the door, appears this woman, and she goes, "Oh, hello, hello. Okay, now, Matthew, that's good. Go on and run off now and clean something else in the church." So he effects off into the church. So she goes, "Oh, now, hello. How are you, good folks? How can I help you?"
Hello, Julia. Is that it?
Yes, Julia is my name. Yes, Julia is my name, and Julia is my nature.
We're very pleased to meet you, Julia. We're international traders.
Ooh, trotters.
We
Oh,
like
yeah.
in all the cities we trade in.
Oh,
We've come in love with your city.
yes.
And we're supporting your orphanage.
Yes, are you related?
You to show us around, but perhaps you can show us around.
Yes, are you related to the international traders around the corner there, the trotters?
No, they're a different group altogether.
Oh, okay.
But the point Devil Boy was you.
Yes, they have
With the 3 wheel, they got the cart with 3 wheels.
yeah. You're the yellow one, yes. Oh, you do know them, so. Right, yes, it's lovely to meet you. Well, come on in. Don't be standing out here, and it's getting late, and you wouldn't know what you'd be getting into around here. Okay, so she goes into the orphanage. And shouts out, "Come on in." So she goes in and she goes, now she says, yes, the Reverend is out now for a bit. Oh, leave your dog outside if you don't mind. Yeah. So, because you'll only get the children all excited if you see a dog. You know yourself, when a dog comes into the school grounds, there'll just be all sorts of commotion. So, so you come in. She goes, now she says, yes, so you want to donate some money to the orphanage, I believe. Is that correct?
Oh, we want to do some charitable walks.
Oh, very good.
And one of our trading partners mentioned the orphanage might be a good recipient.
Oh.
So we just want to have a look at your organisation and just see how things were before we made up our mind.
Yeah, yes, of course. Well, what we can do is I'll bring you around and I'll show you the classroom and kitchens and the dormitory where the children all sleep if they're not out working. God gives them good deeds to do and good work, so they come back and they sleep right through the night and they can't be getting up to any trouble. It's after their Bible studies and their engineering studies. Okay, so she goes through this door here and presumably going to follow.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you mind not standing on my toes? Thank you very much. So she walks in and she goes, this is Mary here now, and Mary's doing the cooking, and there's a thing of food, there's a table of food, and there's a sort of a range over here, and you notice just where Tig and Torvi are standing, this thing that's on the wall there, there's a blackboard on the wall there. And there's some children sitting around at a table, and they're looking kids.
Can we see what's written on the blackboard?
What's on the menu for the little scamps?
Yeah, so I'll just first of all I'll show up the what's on the blackboard.
Oh shit!
So as you look, she goes, "Oh yes, she is. That's
Definitely building something for these fuckers.
that's from part of their engineer. Quite interesting. That's part of their engineering works there. I'll call out their teacher. And he might be a bit more. She goes, Jack.
That would be.
Sorry.
That would be terrific to talk with the teacher. It seems fairly advanced for these young children. You know, this sort of geometry and mathematics. Very advanced.
Yes. The Reverend is. Yes, well, I don't I don't be involved in the to children. I just usually look after the front of house, and when people come in and they pay for the children's services, and the children go off and do God's work in the parish, and the parishioners then come back and give some money as a token for the work that the children do, and I do the accounts and that sort of stuff, the books for that. But I teach them some numbers and some writing. But the Reverend, yes, he'd normally be more on what they'd learn. So she goes, Jack, are you finished with it on the board, or do you want to? Are you?
Yeah.
I can throw it back up at any stage, and the thing. And actually, what I'll do is I'll actually throw that up onto the Discord page there. So just give me a second there to find it. What year are we? Oh, yeah. Actually, the Discord page is probably handier for showing this sort of stuff, isn't it? Okay, so that's up on the Discord page there now. So with that, and I'll just go back to the map of the school. Right. So, right, we're back at the school. And she goes, you hear her calling for Jack. And out from the room that's at the back there, okay, he's not actually carrying a sword. I was trying to get somebody that was looking a bit nautically and could only get this token. So he's not carrying a sword yet. So she goes, oh, Jack. She says, these good people here are looking to invest some money into the school, and I thought I'd give them a tour of it, and they were quite interested. Okay, so he goes. He says that. Right. So he says. Sorry, just respond to Dunica there. Just say as Dunica's joining us. Right. Okay. So sorry. Where am I? Right. So he says, yeah. So yes, you're looking. My name is Jack O'Shea, and I'm teaching here these young scamps all about the sciences. I'm an ex-sailor, you might see by my gait and my wandering across critters. How can I help you? I see you're interested in my board, on my drawings.
What are you teaching the children?
I'm teaching them geometry. And it's very important for when they're constructing anything, because if you're making any bridges or doorways or anything that needs to be load bearing, the best shape to do is a circle. So circles are very important.
And have the children tested out this circle and how to find the centre anywhere in the grounds of the orphanage?
In the grounds of the orphanage? No. Well, I mean, we
experiment.
experiments. Yes, no, this is for when they're digging or anything, you know, like it's to find, like you start and if somebody was to give you 3 points, you can always find the center of a circle from 3 points. But anyway,
So what else do you teach them, Jack?
I teach them all about the wind and the rain and how to swing a pick and how to be good children.
Well, that sounds like a terrific education for these
It's
young scamps.
it's something that they'll be able to take with them in their very short lives and do. So yeah, he's so yes. Have you any other questions?
You need money for that we can help with.
Oh well, I'm sure there's always good. I mean, like there's always there's always a need for money and that the
For what?
oh
Anything.
for for there's always a leaky roof and there's always a hole in the ground that needs patching up. But you'd need to see the Reverend or Julia here would be more able to tell you about that. Um, and Julie goes, I'll
And
show you.
how long?
Sorry, go on, yeah.
Sorry, Jack. How long have you been helping the
Oh,
children here? When did Miss Carey or the Reverend
oh,
employ you?
oh, Miss Carrie's been very good to me. I was a sailor and I was out at sea and I used to be going past Bull Island all the time and I got into a bit of trouble with weather one day and I fell overboard and I thought I'd drowned and I got washed. Don't know how I survived, but I got washed ashore there by Dalkey Island and I was on the land and Miss Carey just came along from nowhere and as if she knew I'd be there and she brought me ashore and she said she'd give me a job but I must stay away from the sea because it's dangerous. The sea is dangerous and that she needed a caretaker and she was just setting up the orphanage here. uh, and I said sure, go on. So sure, what else would I be doing? So that was about, I suppose it's about 12 months ago to a year, I would say.
And does Miss Carey have any involvement in your curriculum, or is that all from you?
Oh, no, no, there would be the Reverend and Miss Carey would say there's certain topics that the children would need to know about. There's certain
Right.
things that they might be, like some of them would need to be learning about engineering, and some of them, the ones who wouldn't be as clever, would be having to learn how to use a brush and stuff. But so yeah, they would be the ones, and they tell me what the children need to learn and they need to be taught about.
And do the children have any jobs during the day,
Oh,
or
they
do
do.
they stay here all day, or are they
Oh
out
no,
on
they're always out there. Some of the children would be going out. They'd be the engineers, and they'd be going. They take their pickaxes in the morning, and they'd go off and they do various jobs. And some of them work for the butchers, and some of them work digging the graves, and then there's some of them work. What else do they be doing? They would be working in the tannery over in the black pits, and they'd be doing all that sort of work. Good healthy children work, get them fumes
oh,
into your lungs.
good for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they would do that and then they'd come back and they'd have their dinner and then they'd have their classes and then they go off into their dormitory and they'd go to sleep and then they get up and do it again. And with that, Julie goes, I'll show you the dormitory if you want.
Any of the works that they're doing, are any of them, important here for the orphanage? And does Miss Carey get involved in any of those good works that the children are doing outside the orphanage?
Oh, she does. She sometimes they take them away, and sometimes there's some, so they have to be done, and sometimes the children unfortunately don't come back, and then we're down people. We don't have the workforce that's for the next day. But that's the way it is. But there's always more orphans to be. Don't you be worried about that. We're not going to run out of orphans in this city. There's always plenty of orphans that we can exploit. I mean, save.
I don't doubt it.
And she goes,
So, is there any of the jobs? Did the children do any jobs here in the orphanage, or is it all? I mean, some of them probably wash the dishes and
"Oh yes, they'd
sweep
be."
the floors, but is there any engineering projects going on here that you might need money for if you're
Yeah.
building something or
Like, you can
extending the orphanage?
how well they learn their lesson.
Yeah, no, they don't. They usually don't be doing any of that here. They'd usually be gone somewhere else, and I don't know because where that'd be because I have other things to be doing during the day, when the children
Yeah.
aren't here. Because some of them
I
work in the
just
shifts. Sorry.
whacker just aside to the guys. Should we try and ask, the orphans where exactly they're working and what they're doing? Should we try and get a conversation with the kids and carry on with the tour through the?
Maybe
And
we could um well, Jim might sort of turn and he will look as if he's sort of like scratching his nose or something to turn his back, and he'll cast messages with a message cantrip so that Whacker hears in his head, a little whisper. It'd just be like we could say that we need the kids for an engineering project that we're building onto the pub, because we could get a few of the ones that have been building stuff
Yeah, kill two birds
and
with
see
one
and just be like
yeah,
if we want specific ones that we get them on their own, they might be able to tell us something. Or that they might not, because they might be they're obviously brainwashed, but we'll see.
Yeah, say if we offer money up front or something.
Yeah, they said that the people around the town are hiring the kids basically. So you just be like, yeah, we're building. And on top of that, we're also investing in this guy's pub. Yeah, we're going to build a kitchen onto it.
Yeah.
So Julie says, okay, do you want to see now the dormitories now?
yeah. I think that would be nice. Let's see where they sleep.
Okay, so she goes into that room there. If you wanna, I don't know if you're gonna follow her yet.
We'll go walking.
Okay.
We're just saying to Julie, we may actually have for some of the children.
Oh.
Is there any event
Yes,
to
there's.
start the project immediately?
Oh yes, well there's three of them in here.
Oh really?
Oh shit, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What did I do there? Oh no, that's just that for you. So yeah, oh for fuck's sake, sorry, I'm flicking out, doing that mad hit. So yeah, as you walk in, I didn't realize that one was There's no, she is. You can't see her. She just looks transparent. So there's three of the kids there, and one of them is sort of sitting on the bed, and the fella who's sitting on the bed looks very catatonic. Like he's just staring there. Where the other two, so he's like the one. This one that's sitting on the bed up here is a bit like the kids you met at in the church. Whereas these two other kids here are doing normal sort of kid stuff. They're a bit more animated, and they're laughing and joking.
Is that blood or is it like dirt on the bed?
It's shitty, damp stain. You don't know what it is. Mold, could be blood. It's not like as in copious amounts that somebody has been obviously 2 minutes ago where it's soiled, shall we say?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, because I don't know if Mikey how much of a recap there was, but just that if Mikey some of the kids, we saw kids in Dublin Castle.
Oh yeah.
And they were all weird and kind of children of the corn, and they were all like, "Yes, we will take you there." They're kind of robots.
Okay.
So obviously not all the kids here are like that.
No.
Yeah. So obviously how they're selected, I don't know why Carrie is doing it to some but not others.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that Robin Artisan does. Or the one really, I suppose.
Yeah, so she goes, yes, come in. You can come in and you can have a look around, and you can poke the children and hit them if you need to.
Well, as you can see from my Bible, poking children is a hobby of
Yeah. So Julia's standing at the door. She's leaving you be. Like she doesn't want to piss you off. She smells the money.
Yeah.
Move Adam in.
So
And
just looking around the dormitory, it's just, is there anything to look at other than raggedy beds and
Oh,
dirty bedclothes and the three kids. Is there pictures on the walls? Is there...
no, you notice there doesn't even seem to be windows. So it's very, very austere. There's sort of some candles lighting them. It's in candlelit. The beds, you'd get the impression that it's probably there's about three or four kids to per bed, type of thing. It's fairly miserable conditions. There is no lockers. You don't have. It wouldn't appear that they have any extra clothes or whatever. And the kids themselves are all fairly manky
Okay.
and smelly. I mean, 13th or 14th century probably wasn't a particularly good anyway. So these are just they're fairly one step above destitute, like.
Yeah. Are these children are they good in Mr. Jack's engineering classes? Would they be able to do some building? Or?
The boy there now, he wouldn't be the sharpest knife in the drawer now. But the girl, no, she has a bit of an aptitude, which is a bit odd for being. But that's something Miss Carey has always pointed out was that just because she's a girl doesn't mean she's stupid. Sometimes they're not.
Wonderful woman. Sounds like a wonderful woman.
I don't know if she has some weird ideas about things, but I owe her a lot, and she seems to be wise. So
Yeah.
Can I update those?
Hey,
Sorry?
children, look what you've done with the place.
sorry, Mikey, what did you say there? You broke up.
I was just like, I got take it up to us to look at the young fella. Seems to be kind of catatonic and see if he's.
Oh, you can, yeah. Do whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just staring back at you,
All right. I just try saying like hi to him.
and he goes, "Hello, sir."
Oh, okay, so he's kind of like the other lads. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going nowhere talking. All right.
Whacker, Ray, you were going to say something, were you?
No, it's just again to try and get something out of these kids. So we talked to Judy and saying, kids are very quiet.
Well, some of them are. That's the way children. They're all different. Like the boy and the girl had been sort of interacted, the other two, but they've stopped obviously now that they've seen yous coming in, and they've gone a bit stum like.
Yeah.
And they're looking.
Was Julia saying that the lad sitting on the bed was the one that wouldn't be good?
No, the guy. Okay, the one who's a bit of a dope is this guy here. He's got a bit of a stick or something in his head.
A normal kid.
Yeah, and these two were chatting away to each other. And even though they've stopped talking now, they're sort of looking at each other. Their eyes are darting back and forth, and they're looking. They're very observant. What the fuck's going on? Because obviously they don't know who these people are.
Okay, so I'll go over to the I think it's the boy, the one nearest to me.
Yeah.
Your friend was very quiet. Do you know what happened to say?
Oh yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them. But sure, yeah, we just leave him be. He won't, he probably won't be around too much longer. They never are. They just sort of,
So what do you mean one of them?
he's one of them that has changed. He's one of the kids that, and he's whispering this a bit to you, and the girls sort of looking at him and going, shh, stop, shh.
Would you two children like to come and walk on a nice job with us?
Oh, yes, ma'am, we would. And the boy goes, yeah, he's one of them strange. The guys, just shut the fuck up. Yeah, he's one of them strange, like they're grand one day and they be playing ball with you, and then all of a sudden they go away in the night, and when they come back, they're not the same. They're like that. And then,
okay, well, would you like to come and work on a job with us? We have a nice, sweet job to be doing.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. It's nighttime, and it's always the strangeness happens at nighttime, and I don't know, and he's starting to get a bit worried about leaving or doing anything with strangers.
Miss Julia, could we take the children with us tonight, or will we have to come back in the morning?
Well, I mean, like as I said, I do the books here, and there is a bit of a fee for that sort of, and I'm sure we could, if the price is right.
And what would the price be?
Oh, that would probably be 3 ducats.
Gold, any good to you?
Is it, yeah, whoa, we got, is it gold? Yes, gold is always good.
No, no, please go. Yeah.
Yes, yes. You have.
Yeah, go on, give her 3 ducklings or
Yeah.
whatever she's.
So she goes,
Give it to your to when we meet the father.
yeah, well,
For you for being so helpful today.
yes, well, let's come out to the front desk and we'll sort out the paperwork.
Excellent.
So she's going out and she goes, are you taking the children with you so as well now? Are you going to?
Well, we're here now. I'll say we're going back in the morning. We wanted to start work bright and early.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
she's heading out back towards the desk and she's gone there just to say
Outside, most kids leave a dog outside. It's great crack.
yeah.
So are we still in the room with the kids?
Yeah. Well, you haven't moved your token, so I presume you are. She's gone off. Sorry?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm just going to say, what do you mean one of those and they come back changed? What do you think's got on with that?
It's like Bert over there, like, and he was great fun, and he was always present, and he was good at his studies, and it's always the smart ones, and then they go away, and then they come back the next. Or sometimes they don't come back, but the ones who do come back, they're always just like that and sitting there, and then they eat and get up and work, and then they're gone.
And where do they go away to? Is it the same job or the same place?
Well,
Or?
I don't know. And the girl is getting very agitated. She's going, you know, we're not talking about this. He goes, it's I've heard the Reverend and Miss Carey talk about it, and they call it the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Okay, look, don't be worried. We're not going to say anything to Miss Julia. This will be RC. Don't be worried.
Okay.
We're going to take
Jim's gonna. Sorry, if before obviously following Julia out, Jim will when Whacker has said, don't be worrying about it. Jim's gonna kind of get down eye level, and then he's gonna do like.
Oh, you sorry, you gone.
Not magic. See, I moved myself prematurely, but not magic, like.
Or you're back in there.
He's gonna do a trick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna do a trick and just sort of pull like a coin out of his sleeve.
Yeah.
And he's just going to give it to the lad, and then he'll do another one and give the coin to the girl, and just kind of, do a bit of a magic.
Come on in from behind the ear. Give it to me.
Yeah, and Jacko goes as
he'll do it to Whacker, yeah.
As Torvey goes past, he goes, "Are you off now, there, critter? Are you heading off? Have you seen what you need to see?"
Yeah, we're going to the office. Yeah, we're going to give some money there and then to the office.
What money is that now for?
Mm-hmm.
What's the money for, miss?
Donation. Just something nice.
Donation.
Just take it along.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much, sir.
We're taking some of your students with us.
You're sorry. You're what?
We're taking some of your students with us.
I don't think so. I think you'll have to roll for initiative, sir. Okay, so if you want to roll for initiative, people. So Tig and Torvey were there, and Jim had gone past like lightning. So we'll just stay there for a second, and yeah, if you roll your.
Well, yeah. Do you want me? You can put Jim back in the room.
You kind of. It's up to you. You can have walked past while Jacko was talking to Torvey, or you can be in the other room, or whatever. So.
No, I'd say if Jim was. If that was happening, him and Whacker had stayed in the room and he was doing his trick.
Okay, so we'll put you and Adam into that
leave
room.
Adam there.
Yeah. So give us a dice roll, please.
Yeah.
We rolled.
Did you? Oh, sorry, I haven't got it open there.
Sure.
Okay, so Ty, you got a 6. I'm just going to put this into the tracker here now.
Yeah.
Go into the first page.
So
Someone think Jim's going first.
where the fuck? Oh, sorry, Ty, I don't have you on.
I don't know if I don't know if Adam. I don't know if Adam's showed up.
Well, look, what you can do is, because I'm going to have to manually put them into this anyway. So if you can call out, I haven't rolled for Chewie yet. What did Adam get?
Adam
Adam got 18.
18, okay. And Chewie, I haven't rolled for. I'll roll Chewie there now. Come on, phone. For fuck's sake. Sorry. I should have had Chewie open. I've been charging my phone this week. There's a. Okay, Torvi, what did you get? I'll come back to Chewie.
2 + 1, which is 3.
3.
I got 8.
3.
Dynamic rolling again.
Whacker got 8. Chewie. Tig. So who am I missing? Jim, sorry, what did you get?
It says 17 there in the log, but I don't know why it's not showing up as initiative. It's just showing up as a custom one, but it's 17.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I see 5. I have it there in the log. So let's use 17, and Chewie got 5.
Yeah. Game dog, you know the blue sign there.
Okay, so right. Your initiative tracker. Has anything appeared on the initiative tracker?
Hold on now.
Let me see. It might.
Mine has a 0 beside it. I think it should be 6, shouldn't it?
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the score we got, isn't it?
Hang on.
Yeah, I think that's right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's refreshed mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously we haven't used this tracker properly. I actually, I signed up for Patreon on this for him or with him. Okay, so right, let me just see, because you don't know, Jacko isn't showing because I had him masked off because I didn't know what you were going to do. So Jacko you should see on your tracker. Jacko should be after Jim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, so with that, I just have to quickly read his.
Those 3, you 3 are together, and me and Toy are together. And we're in a small room with some people.
Okay, as he says, you're not to go anywhere. He suddenly starts transforming, and you can see he's sort of shimmering, but he can't do that until his turn.
Okay.
So he's starting to shimmer, and he's starting to throw shapes. So I think the first up is Adam. Adam is up.
Adam, yeah. I think presumably Adam knows it's kicking off.
I presume he does, yeah. Because he starts shouting at him. You're not going anywhere with them children there. You know. He said, "Roll for initiative," and he's starting to get. He pulls out a sword, and he's starting to wave it, and he's starting to ripple into a different.
You guys need to come in. Stacked.
Okay, so.
Right. Okay, so can you, the story with I assume I have to move around the beds.
What is this?
The beds.
You can hop over.
You could hop over it. Well, you have a straight run to the door.
You just walk straight over those beds.
Yeah.
You'll
So
get to.
5, 10,
You'll get to here.
20,
It's 30.
25.
Oh, sorry, Adam. Yeah.
And then, whichever.
Obviously, you don't want. Well, you can squeeze past them.
Yeah. I suppose he's just he can't reach. So what he's going to do is he's going to cast Bless. I don't know. It doesn't really need to roll it, but so he'll cast Bless. And hang on, it won't. I can't. Because I don't think I can really. I can't edit Adam's sheet, so I'm just gonna mark off a spell slot there, just so that I know I've used it. So he's gonna do Bless on Tig and Torvi anyway, And then I suppose he'll probably do it on himself as well, just because the three of them will be up in melee. So I'd say he's going to cast Bless on Torvi, Tig, and Adam himself.
Okay.
That's what Adam's going to do. So he's made the Force be with you.
Okay, so he does the Force. So Jim, it's now your turn.
Jim's fucking hell. And he'll move.
Is that combat tracker changing? Did it change to indicate Jim or anything on your trackers?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
okay. Because obviously I can't see that.
It,
yeah. It's the last time I
Jim's gonna kind of stand up here, and so he can see Jack, and he's gonna cast his cantrip Toll the Dead. So Jack needs to do a Wisdom save.
Is that a line of sight one? Is it? Oh, sorry. Jack needs to do a Wisdom save.
DC 15. Yeah, just a cantrip.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll an owlbear. So it's a +3 on his save.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he's
I take it that's good enough.
Yeah, he's
+3
or higher, he says.
Yeah,
So
it's 19.
so nothing really. So Jim does there's a big creepy sound of a bell. There's kind of, but nothing doing.
And he's not moving. No, that's it.
No, yeah, he's staying out of that room.
Yeah. Okay, so
he looks like shimmering.
So as this guy shimmers, he's still shimmering, but he doesn't appear to have done anything yet. He runs over and he actually he's going to go towards Torvi. So he goes there and he selects Tig, and he's going to do a weapon attack. So it's +6 to hit. Okay, so he's a +6. So he rolled 16 + 6 is 22. I presume that beats your armor class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and it's 1d8 +4. So he does 9.
Okay.
And that's his first attack, and he's going to he's going to do that again. So he's going to hit the he gets a critical 20.
Oh.
So he does 2d8. So he does 7, and he does a 5. 7 and 5 is 12, +8 is 20. Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Do we in Tig not get any protection because we're blessed?
It's attack rolls and saves.
Oh.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, doesn't do anything for your AC.
And as his bonus action, he completes his shimmering, and he changes from just that to that. Q Ben going, oh, Jim doesn't know what that is, but Ben does.
Ben was looking at that art the other day.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple of clues in there to what he may potentially have been. That he was found, he thought he drowned, and he was found by the sea.
Yeah.
It's called a deep scion.
Don't know.
He's a creature.
I actually don't really remember what they do, but
He's
it's Cthulhu, is it?
He's from the Monster Manual. He's a creature that basically was a humanoid, usually a fisherman or sailor, lost her life at sea and drowned, and either a god of the water or some evil spirits of the water bring him back, and generally takes back to his normal life, but is bound to the will of the monster or whatever that brought him back, and has to obey them. So yeah, he's not undead, but he's very sort of like an undead. He's a mean piece of shit anyway, to be honest. So that's his goals. So Whacker, it's up to you.
How far into that room can I go?
You can squeeze past Adam. So you're looking at 6. What's your movement is 30, isn't it? So you can go 6 squares, and you will get advantage because the Scion is within 5 of a ranged attack.
Okay, so I moved into there.
2 seconds, guys. I'll just be back in 2 seconds.
I actually need to check Adam's HP because Adam's still level.
Sorry, Ben. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just realised Adam's still level 4. So I think Cleric can be 5 plus his Constitution 6. So he should have another 6 hit points. Sorry.
Can you remind me how you target when there's multiple enemies? Like, yeah, I have all.
Sorry, what did I miss? Well, there's no targeting in this because it's obviously not fantasy ground. You just say what you're targeting.
Okay, so obviously I'm gonna target Jack, and I'm gonna throw chill touch at him.
Okay. So what's chill touch? What's that to say? Because I don't have it up in front of me.
It's attack roll.
Oh, sorry, it's not. I don't make a saving throw. Okay.
Yeah. If you hit an undead target, I assume he's undead.
I'll just check because I'm not. I mean, I would think he's undead. Because he has drowned. I'm just checking his stats there.
And if he's undead, he has disadvantage on my attack.
Do you know what? I can't find. I think it would make sense to say that he is undead. I can't see it in that because he did die and was brought back to life. What do you think, Ben?
I don't want to look at the.
Yeah,
I don't want to look at the stat block in case I see something, but I think he was in Volo's guide and not the monster manual.
I'll just
It's the monster manual you're looking in.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Either that or it was in one of the other ones because I think it must be Volo's because I think you don't have the Mordenkainen's one, do you?
No, I
So
don't.
it's probably not in that. I just realised as well Adam is still level 4, so I'm just keeping from a manual track of the couple extra hit points you should have.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's out of all. Page 135.
Yeah, I won't use any 3rd level spells or anything because obviously Donica he'll pick whatever ones. Well, I suppose he's a cleric, so you can just pay different ones.
He usually says it up the top, doesn't it?
All his spells, hasn't he? He's been there for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Well, he's only been there about a year ahead of you as he got there. No, he's actually not. It's not saying he's undead.
It's just if he was undead, he's at disadvantage on the attack, so it's just a normal attack.
Yeah, just a normal one. Sorry about that. I would have thought he was undead, but it doesn't. He just says he's shape changer.
Yeah, because he.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have made sense that he's undead because he did die. But obviously, maybe he didn't die. Maybe he was dying and he did a deal. I'd have to read the law. Okay, so yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
So did you see my roll, Phil?
No, I will have a look there now. What was it?
16.
Yeah, that didn't come up in the thing. It could be my phone. 16 is enough to beat his armor class, yeah? Oh, yeah, it's come up there now. So, yeah, you do, yeah. So roll your damage. Tell me your damage.
1d8 damage.
Okay. Okay.
1.
Oh, you forgot. So you should have shot him.
No, do I get sneak attack?
You get sneak attack, yeah. So you do another 3d8. Isn't it d8 or d6? It's d8, isn't it? D6, yeah. 3d6, yeah.
Bang! 12.
Oh, well, 12, yeah. That was better.
My cunning action to dash away and fight ball.
Okay, so yeah, you did him a bit of damage there, and that was Whacker's go. And sorry, are you changing out any weapons, or are you getting like I don't know what you have equipped, so you might want to think about that for your next one. Okay, right. Out from the fireplace, from the stove, pops this little critter, and he runs towards Adam. He was probably going for Whacker, but Whacker ran away, and he he does. Is going to do.
Is he laughing? Is he?
He's laughing, and he's just all mouth. It's just this little creature, little tiny thing. It's just a big, huge mouth. So he's called a maw demon. Actually, that's not him. Sorry. Whoop, he runs back in, and you didn't see him. So ignore that. Ignore that. I'm actually going to highlight him there, so you'll actually see him on the track. So okay. So from the grate, you hear this rustling and bashing around from the stove, and there's soot flying everywhere, and it looks like there's something is going to be coming out of there in a second. So Tig, you're up.
Okay. So I'm engaged with your man. There's not really all I can do is fight back.
Or die.
So I'm going to rage, and then I'm going to go into a frenzy as well. That's
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I get 2 attacks, and then on my bonus action I get another attack.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm gonna roll for a slap.
Slappity slap. Oh, that's
for slap.
yeah. That's some slap you give him there.
Fuck yeah.
Damage is
So 8.
8.
Okay, so you do him 8 points of
8
damage.
points of slapping damage.
Yeah. Okay. And you're gonna do that again, I take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for another uppercut. So do it again. That's not gonna hit.
No, unfortunately not for you. And then you have your bonus action.
I'll go for another jab then in my bonus action. That is.
But that's
15.
gonna hit you.
Nice, and then 2 damage. That is 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, so that's another 6 damage.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, sorry. Right, next one, next is you can hear Chewy barking outside all of a sudden, and you don't know what's going on. So let me just sort of. But Chewy is getting involved in some sort of a commotion outside. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's Chewy's up to. Chewy seems to be running the other way for some other reason. Okay, Torvi eventually got around to you.
Okay. Okay, I am going to use my spear on target what's its face.
Okay, you're using the magic part of it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna do your kick. Remember that was a free, but it was at disadvantage.
And it says down here in a melee, which is this a melee?
Yeah, no, you have to be standing beside him.
Oh yeah, okay. And my spear gets charged because I didn't use it the last time. We didn't fight. Just we didn't.
No, you would have charged overnight. Yeah.
Says in a melee when charged, when you use it, it transforms into the bones of the sea monster.
Yeah.
Melee the creature it hits takes 1d8 plus 4 cold damage.
Yeah, it does more damage when you throw it in a ranged. You can throw it. You can throw that in a ranged attack.
Can I?
Yeah, there's a ranged stat on it.
Range. Oh yeah.
I think it's 2d8 plus something.
2d8 plus 1.
Plus,
Yeah,
as well, remember you can use your bonus action when you're throwing it to try and kick it, and that does even more damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw that first.
Well, before you roll that, are you going to kick it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because there's no point in kicking it if it hasn't, but yeah, go on, yeah.
Courage, Phil. Roll.
Click on that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Where is the thing wrong?
There. No.
That would be yeah.
Okay.
And just click this number here, whatever.
The hit DC, is it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. 15.
It didn't come up. Yeah.
21.
Okay, so you got 21 on the hit, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 2d8 plus. Did that come up in your one? It didn't come up in my log. That log is very buggy.
It came up on mine anyway.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to go out and go back into it for it to load.
Okay, right, yeah. I'll try that.
Maybe.
So, will I do the 1d8 plus 3 damage?
Sorry, first of all, what you have to do is you have to do a dexterity check at disadvantage. So, do a dexterity check twice, and we'll take the worst one. But you'll have to tell me because it's not coming up in my game log.
And then it's one of those.
One of these.
Dexterity.
This one.
Yeah.
Twice, did you say?
Yeah, hit it twice, yeah.
Two, say?
No, 18, 21.
No, 18 and 18.
Sorry, that wasn't at disadvantage.
Oh, no.
No, we're rolling 2 dice at disadvantage, and we take the worst one.
Yeah.
So, what was the...
18 and 18.
Okay, that's enough to do it. So, you do 2d8. I'll have to call out your character sheet for the spear. Just give me a second there.
2d8 plus 3, is it?
2d8 plus 3, yeah. So we'll do that first.
No. Sorry, I can't see.
That's weird, isn't it?
9 plus 3. It was 7 and a 2, and then there should be a plus 3.
So that's
that
12.
12.
Okay. And you also have, because you kicked it, you're able to roll a d4, 1d4. That's extra damage.
4.
4. So 16 damage you did in total. Okay. So that's you, and you used your bonus action to kick. So your weapon is stuck in him and is uncharged. Okay, so the creature that is in the stove runs out and leaps and bites Adam. So he is +4 to this attack. So 10, so ignore the 5. So 10 plus 4, 14.
Yeah, Adam's AC is 12.
Okay, so
he's not wearing any armor.
He does.
He's just in his robes.
He does 2d8 damage. So he does. That's the first one.
Yeah.
So it's 5 plus 2 plus 2. So 5, 7 plus 2 is 9 damage.
Okay, 9. Yeah. Okay.
9 damage, and he comes around now. So you can hear from outside. There's crashing and whatever, and Chewie's freaking out. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. So, and then taking the action as a bonus action, 5, 10, 20, 50. So, yeah, Mary from the grotto has uprooted herself from the grotto and is barged through the doors.
I was suspicious at the very beginning because I was like, that Mary has the little token ring around it. And maybe Phil just couldn't find a statue on Ilwint or whatever.
Yeah. So that's.
This is all a bit Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2.
So Adam, you have a creature hanging off your leg.
As you do.
Well, yeah. This is it, Master Yoda.
Yeah.
He's not too familiar with that. I suppose no, Yoda was in the prequels.
Yeah. Yeah,
he was like a little walking Sarlacc pit, I suppose. Yeah, Adam is just gonna take a leaf out of Whacker's book and whack it. Again, I'll roll Adams in Albert because
whichever you prefer.
I can't I don't I can't
if anyone
show his rolls.
If anybody wants to roll in real life or in Owlbear with the dice one, it really doesn't matter. Whichever they're happy with. So 18 plus his modifier is enough.
18 plus, yeah,
whatever,
plus,
it's enough. Yeah. So that will do damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is 3? Why is it not? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So what's that? 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 3. But it should be sorry, it should be a d10 because I just double check. I don't. No, yeah, it's two-handed because he doesn't have a shield. Sorry, just let me do be a d10 plus 3. So 10 slashing damage altogether.
10?
And I think that's. Yeah, I think that's it for. Or actually, what Adam's going to do then is bonus action. He is going to summon a spiritual weapon, burn a 2nd level spell slot, and then a little sort of ghostly, spectral version, like a little force ghost of Master Yoda, is going to pop up behind. Hang on, just actually to. Can I get a little.
You can take any of those custom tokens from the side if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually, here's one. There's a green.
Scale this down.
There's a little gnome
And,
fella. Yeah. Oh, you picked the same one as me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Now,
can that
the
attack?
spiritual weapon is as far as I'm aware, I think it's incorporeal. I don't think it occupies the space.
Okay, no, something like that.
But little Yoda's gonna pop there, and on the turn I summon it, it can take an attack.
Okay.
So it's gonna just go for 7 plus 7 plus 6.
Oh.
I think. Oh, no, what's his spell attack? Sorry, 7 plus 5, 12.
12. Okay, let me just see. No, that's not good enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably missed.
Okay, so that
yeah,
misses.
he just tries to go does a little swing.
Jim?
But yeah, that's Adam anyway.
Jim is up next.
Jim is gonna.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, he'll get a line of sight on this.
That's
Maw demon, is it?
Yeah, it's a Maw demon +2 though.
And then. Yeah.
It has to be covered.
It makes a wisdom save.
Oh, it makes a wisdom save.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so it's just a kind of a bell rings out, and then if it.
Okay, so it makes a wisdom save.
It's supposed to remind them of their own mortality, or something. Toll the dead.
Okay, right. I'm -1 to this. Okay, for the wisdom save. So. 1.
15 or less.
1.
or if you get 14 or less.
Yeah, I got 1. Yeah.
So yeah. So let me just. It hasn't been damaged yet.
Oh, it has. Yeah, sure. You did it. It got 10 hit points of damage.
Oh, we got hit by Adam.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means then it's 2d12.
2d12. Okay, go for that.
Sorry, 5 necrotic damage
in total.
Yeah, I got a 3 and a 2.
Right, I thought that was gonna wipe it out, but anyway, so 5 additional damage. Okay, so it's now Jacko's turn, and Jacko is now in this morphed attack. So now in in this one, he takes 3 attacks. 2 minutes.
5. And Holy Mary.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bill. Can I just bonus action with Jim? Just do something there.
Yeah, move him or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to 2nd level spell slot, and he's going to do that thing that he does, and he's going to cast magic weapon on. I suppose on Wacker's bow, because
is that what Wacker's going to be using though?
Are you using the bow, Wacker, at the moment?
Well, I have the bow. I have the sharp bow equipped, but I wasn't planning to use it. But if you're gonna bless me in some way, I'll be happy to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it on the musket because we want the musket. Because if the musket misses, then it's gonna giving it the +1 to attack and damage would be good. I assume because Jim does it for Wacker's bow, but once Wacker got the musket, there was probably a conversation was had.
Yeah.
That he'll do it for the musket. So magic musket. So we cast second level in.
So you've a magic musket when it comes around.
So it's +1 to attack and damage rolls with the musket.
Okay, so while that's going on, and Jack had turned into this form, and with his mouth sort of all peeled back, and he's just going to make a bite in, and he's going to slash with his two hands at you. So he's lunging in and he's slashing. So we'll do the bite first. So this is +6 to the bite. See if this goes through. So +6 is 5 +6 is 11, so I presume that doesn't get through. And then on the claw, it's a +6 to this. So this is the first claw strike, comes across there, and he gets 9. It's 15.
Yeah, that hits.
So that hits, and that claw does 1d6 +4. So d6 +4. So he does 7 damage.
Okay.
And he's going to do the d20 again, and so that's 11, that's 15, yeah, so I presume that gets through. And that's, oh wow, 4, so that's another 8 damage.
Okay, so
You're going to be dead again.
I'm down to 6 HP. I'm 50.
But did you have the damage as your agent?
Oh fuck it, yeah.
So it took 3 from the 7 and 4 from the 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Boltag stayed alive in the Strahd campaign. Was taking half damage from raging.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot
half
that.
damage on
So does that
slashing.
Yeah.
And like from slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing, or is
it the bite was piercing, but the slashing was the claws were slash. It's non-magical weapons, he takes, and these are non-magical attacks.
Yeah. So it does. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, because even.
Okay, Wacker. Are you going to?
So it'll be you took 3 and then you took 4.
Yeah. Are you shooting at him?
No. I'm going to put chill touch on the ball demon. On the.
Okay. Right with the maw demon, you're. I would say you're probably. He's in cover because he's quite small and Adam's blocking him. Whereas if you were to shoot out the door, you could probably get a clean shot at Jacko. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying you can probably get a clean shot there. Whereas this way you're shooting, Adam's blocking you, so you're going to get there's a +2 to that one.
Okay, but I'm going to take aim at Jacko shape.
And you're still using your chill touch. You're not using your.
Yeah. No, I'm using the chill touch.
Okay. Go for it, so. Oh, you're rolling an app, are you? Okay.
Yeah. So that's 12.
12 is enough to. Yep, that gets through.
Okay. Ew, 2 ones. Brilliant.
2.
And I get my.
Yeah, 3d6.
3d6.
I'll give him the 2.
You don't get the sneak. Oh, yeah.
And that's 8.
Yeah, you're not going to attack.
No. So that's. No. That was it. It's just the damage, yeah. Okay.
So that's more. That's actually more incentive to use the musket. Is you don't get the sneak attack on spells.
Yeah, you can't. You don't. Sorry, yeah, you don't. Unfortunately.
Okay. So should I get out of the way here?
Yeah. Ray, you didn't get the 3d6, by the way.
Oh, sorry, that was at the
No. What I mean is, the 3d6, the sneak attack. I know I gave it to you the last time, but that's only on weapons. You did a cantrip.
Okay.
So it should have been on a ranged weapon. Now, if you want, because that was my fault, because I said it to you could before. If you want to go back and I'll undo the damage that I got from the other attack, and you can shoot the gun at him instead if you want to.
So why not? I'm going to shoot the gun. Yeah. Okay, so the original 8 damage from the chill touch you've removed.
Yeah.
And then there was a second 8.
Yeah, second 2. Yeah, so yeah. I'll take back. So because that was my fault. Sorry about that. So oh shit, yeah.
Okay. Right, so where's
I don't mind you got what I don't mind taking the hit from the gun. I can take that hit. And the cantrip, you remember you hit with the cantrip. So if you want to take that as that you hit with the gun, just to speed it up a bit, I don't mind that.
Well, then that was 8. Yeah, so I did actually roll that, and that was an 8.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can use your your sneak attack, which yeah. So yeah.
With another.
Yeah. So we take. But what you blessed that weapon, didn't you, Ben?
But is that not what I did?
It's
I threw kill and then I threw the sneak attack as well.
Yeah, you can, but unfortunately, the sneak attack doesn't give you the 3d6 because it's a spell. You have to use a weapon.
It's got to be a finesse weapon or a range weapon. So it has to be some kind of weapon attack that you make with your dexterity.
You just don't get it. No, it does. Yeah, and you succeeded.
So magic weapon means it's obviously so it makes it a magical damage, and then so for overcoming something that's takes half from non-magic or whatever, and then it's +1 to the roll, but we've said it's hit.
Yeah,
you'll get an extra +1 damage.
Okay, so I'll give the extra +1. Okay, sorry, that was a bit confusing there, but that was a bit of... We'll have that...
I'll leave it with exactly what I did. Just leave it at that with the 8.
No, that's fine. It's done there now. So, but you just remember you've shot it, so you're going to have to reload that as a bonus action. Which you can do that now as your bonus action. Oh shit, you can't because you've done... sneak attack is a bonus. No, it's not. Yeah, you're grand. Yeah, you just stay there. You don't do your dodge. So you're reloading the weapon. Okay, fine. Sorry about that, guys. That was a bit of confusion there.
That's all right.
Okay. So Tig, you're up.
Right. Sorry, 1 second there now. I think I'm probably best off using my action to disengage.
Get that. Yeah. Get that hammer. You're getting up now. That deals.
Yeah.
Because like one more set of attacks from him and I'm gone.
Yeah. Okay. So you can disengage. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back towards Mary, I suppose.
That would be a big mistake.
You could just stand beside me at the door, like that. You're just kind of doing.
Yeah. I stand like.
At the chair type of thing there.
Yeah.
Because we're right behind Adam, so you know.
There's no shame in hiding behind something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Jim and Wacker at the back. Yeah. The water's great back here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay back there. There's not much else I can do, really.
Okay, so Chewy's going to run in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Chewy gets to the door, and oh shit. Chewy gets to the door, and Chewy is going to. Can't see you to give you a healing thing, but what Chewy is going to do is Chewy is going to fire a spell at.
Just peeping the door there.
Yeah, he's going to do 3 magic missiles at Mary. So it's first one, 2.
Mikey, did we have the damage from the other attacks that you took from Jack?
I wasn't raging at that stage because he attacked before my turn.
On the first turn, yeah.
10. So
Jeez, you just done a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah.
I'm at 13.
Adam's gonna be well, if he can't get to, but he's gonna. Adam's got a lot of healing anyway, so it's if you don't mind me doing this, Phil, because he'd have the spell anyway.
Yeah.
Just for today, I prepared 1 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Which was mass healing word, just because he would have a 3rd level.
Yeah.
But he has Revivify and Beacon of Hope always prepared as a life cleric.
Well, don't Chewy has a bit of healing spells as well. Okay, so
Adam's got
Torvi,
you're in combat. So.
Torvi, you're up. You can see Mary. That door is open, so you can see Mary's heading down the road at you. So that door is open there, and you need a full view of Mary.
threat that I have already. Even fucking Mary. I'm gonna use my short bow because my thing is sticking out of him.
Okay.
So.
And who are you shooting at? At Mary or at the?
No, at the what's his name?
Deep Saint Jacko.
Yeah.
Yeah, far away at Jacko. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately that's a miss.
Yeah, the fucking surprise.
Don't forget you have your second attack and you have your other thing.
Okay, so I'll just do the same thing again then. Off.
Marginally better. Okay. And you have your move if you want to get out of the way or if you want to...
No, I just say where else I can go really. It's from between him and the fucking high place, isn't it?
Okay, so the maw is going to attack Adam. So the maw is going to bite, which is +4 to roll. So I'm doing this in owlbear. So is 10, 14. Presume that gets through. And as 2d8 +2. So 1, 2, 2d8 +2 is 10.
10,
10 damage. And it's just going to stay there, swinging off him, locked onto him. And Mary now is approaching. Holy Mary, Mother of God. So Mary, this is interesting because I don't know how. This is obviously she's a homebrew character, so she's going to. First thing she's going to do is she clutches her sacred heart, and this bolt of lightning just shoots out it. So it just goes wow. So this bolt of lightning just fucking shoots out of straight at Torvi.
Oh, you bitch.
But I asked you, did you want to move? And you said no. So this is going to be, what's this weapon? Lightning attack. Lightning springs from Mary in a 60-foot cone. Oh, it's a cone. You're actually lucky, Tyke, that the door is going to block you. Each creature caught near must make it. Okay, so you need to make a dexterity saving throw. So on the front pages, it says saves.
Throws, yeah.
A saving throw, so hit a dex.
And you'll have +4 from Bless.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phil. But I need to make... How much? I took 10.
Yeah.
So I actually need to make a Constitution save for concentration check.
Okay.
I have done 14 plus... Yeah, so Bless is still up, yeah.
So you got... So you made... So you're going to take half of the damage I roll now, okay? So so it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 3d6. So you take, it's 11 rounded down. So you take 5 damage.
Okay.
So that's not bad. So Mary continues to move. So that was the first part. She's not finished yet. And she 5, 10, 15, 20. She gets in here and she spots Tig looking a bit poorly, and she's going to do a slam attack on you. So she basically headbutts you, and she's +4 to this.
Okay.
So 5, 9. I'd say you're okay, yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
So she creaks forward. It looked like it was going to be a 15, but it hit a 5. So she attempts to do that, and that is the end of Mary's go. So Adam. Oh, sorry, Mary has to. Sorry, not your grand yet. I have to.
Adam is gonna. He's gonna attack the Maw demon.
Yeah.
That's a 2. So that's a miss. So then he'll. What he's gonna do is, bonus action. He's gonna cast Mass Healing Word. I just want to double check it there, just see how much. everyone gets. So, sorry, as I accidentally closed it down. I had the spell up. Mass healing word. So I think it's a D4. So, right, up to 6 creatures regain 1d4 plus, what's his wisdom? Be 1d4 plus 3 hit points. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there's only the 5 of us. I know some of us haven't taken damage, but well, I just roll 1d4. Oh, Jesus, 1 plus 3. So anyone who's missing any hit points, including Adam, will get 4 hit points back.
Okay, is that
as he says a little prayer and kind of a healing energy sort of over the room.
okay, Jim?
I don't think he'd be able to. Oh, he needs to be able to see him anyway. So even if Chewie was, he wouldn't be able to see Chewie.
No, yeah. Okay, Jim, you're up.
That's it. Yeah, and then actually he may kind of move. He might just kind of move this way.
Like you stand up on the table. Yeah.
Space.
Okay. Yeah.
I think so. In case he needs to get to somebody, you know.
Yeah, I can run across the table.
So, yeah, Jim is gonna. Yeah, if he.
Sorry, that thing that fucking Yoda that he summoned, is that still active? No.
Yeah, no. Spiritual weapon is just I'll show you there now.
No, but does that attack the spiritual weapon?
But I have to use a bonus action to make it attack.
Oh, okay,
but
right.
I use the bonus action for mass healing word instead.
No worries. Jim, you're up. So
yeah, a bonus action I can move it up to 20 feet.
Okay.
So Jim then, yeah, these things are going not going fantastic, but he will. Okay, he's got a lot of. Don't know how much it's gonna do. But Jim is gonna sort of be Toll the Dead, Boily. Yeah, he's gonna go for try Toll the Dead again. Wisdom save on the Maw Demon, just get it out of the way.
Okay, so I'm -1. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I am -1 on this.
15 or more, and you'll succeed.
15. So the 16 minus 1, yeah.
No, nothing. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, lads. It's two turns where Jim's done nothing.
Okay, so
he will. Yeah, that's. I don't have any magic weapons. About the only bonus action spell I have. So, I think just make sure I don't want to do anything else. No, that's it. Jim's staying put.
Okay, so Jacko lets out. First thing is lets out this terrible screech, and it's audible within 300 feet. Creatures within 30 feet of the Jacko must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be stunned. So, okay, that is everybody needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, and you're looking for 13.
Okay.
So on the saves page, there should be Wisdom.
Yeah.
So Tig doesn't.
I'm stunned.
You're stunned.
9.
Whacker, you're okay.
9 plus 5. 14.
You're fine.
For Jim, and then for Adam.
And then Torvi.
Those should be.
Torvi's doing it there now.
Sorry.
Oh, Torvi's fine.
Adam's 19.
Okay, so the only person who's stunned is the poor guy who's taking the bludgeoning. So with
I was gonna headbutt Mary back.
Yeah. So you can still you're still it's just you're with disadvantage. So stunned just means stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, only falteringly, and creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. So yeah, you're stunned.
How much did you fail by, Tig?
You're blessed.
Tig get?
9. Oh, do I get like a...
Yeah.
If you get a D4 from Bless, so if you manage to get a 4,
Roll a 4.
you'll make it.
See if you can roll a 4. Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Ah,
3.
Okay, so you're stunned
fucking hell.
until the end of the Deep Scion's
Oh,
next
it's not
go.
with you.
Okay, so the Deep Scion moves over, jumps up on the table, heads towards Adam, and is going to bite and slashy. So so he's going to try to bite first. So I'm just get up the stat block for the
AC is
bite.
12.
12. Okay, so for the bite is +6 on the bite. So +6 on the bite. Oh yeah, so that hits, and the bite is 1d8 +4. So he locks in and does 11 damage.
Okay, I just rolled a concentration check.
Sorry, no, my fault. If the hit is right, I was looking at battle axe. It's actually 1d +4. So let me just do that again. So this is the bite is 5. And
okay, so
5.
Bless is still up anyway.
Okay, and he's going to claw. So the first claw is +6. So yeah, that gets through, and he does slashing. Where's the fuck's it? And the claw is 1d6 +4. Oops, no, not that one. No, ignore that. 1d6 +4. 4. So he does 8, and then the next one 9 +4 gets through, yeah, and he does another 3 damage. Sorry, another 7 damage.
Right.
No, sorry, fucking
4,
hell. 4, sorry. 4, sorry. Yeah, he does another 7 damage, yeah.
Okay, so that was...
Oh, sorry, yeah, 7 damage.
5, so 5, then 8, then
5
7.
and 8, yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, 5, 8, and 7.
Okay.
So that's 20.
Okay, so
20 damage.
the good news is Adam made all the concentration checks, so Bless stayed up, but then he goes down on the last hit, so he falls unconscious. So
his concentration is gone.
Fails there.
So Adam is down. Okay, Whacker.
Yeah.
You've just seen it, and unfortunately now you've no advantage for your 3d6 because Adam is unconscious.
Okay, so that magic musket is out of order, is it?
No. The magic musket works fine. You just don't get your 3d6 extra damage from your sneak attack.
Okay, so I can still shoot with the magic.
Well, actually, here's the thing. You could probably come around the corner. Now, it's a bit of a crazy thing to do because he'll be in attack range of you. And you could shoot Mary, and Mary will get the benefit because Mary's standing beside this pair. So you'd get your hit from your musket.
You could...
But
yeah.
you're going to get savaged by...
In,
oh, yeah, you could use your sneak.
unless he pops in,
shoots.
Bonus action, disengage.
What would be...
And
yeah.
then just didn't reload on the next turn.
Yeah, so yeah, if you pop in there, shoot at Mary. If you hit, you'll get your all your bonuses, plus you'll get the other bonuses from these, and then you can use your disengage to run away.
Okay, well then I'm stepping in.
Yeah.
Obviously targeting Mary.
Yeah.
With me,
with your musket.
Yeah, Dublin musket.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dunica said, because he's obviously watching on the stream, have you added Adam's extra hit points if he leveled up? So.
Yeah, I had him at 33.
You did?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Fortunately. Should have killed myself or something beforehand.
Okay, sorry, I missed all that with the audience texting in. What did you get there, Raymond?
20.
Sorry?
20.
20. Oh yeah, not a natural 20. So okay, so you let off. So there's a loud explosion. Or there's a bang. 20. Bullet goes flying across and does how much damage?
9.
So first of all, you get 9 damage onto Mary, which is excellent. So Mary takes 9 damage, and now you roll your 3d6. 16 in total. So Mary takes another 16 hits. So, okay, Mary's still going. There's bits of wood flying out of her, but she's fine. And then you're going to run away, yeah?
Yeah, now, can I run into the room, like past the guy without giving them an attack opportunity?
Yeah, because you have dodge, so...
Yeah. So just over to here.
Yeah, gone, yeah. Yeah, now that's your bonus action, so you can't reload. So you can use your bonus action before you shoot the next time to do a reload, if you want to.
Well, that's where I'll move in further into the room.
Yeah, okay. Right, so that's you done, Whacker. You've done a bit of damage. Tig, I think you're up next.
I'm stunned, so...
You're stunned?
There's not a lot I can do.
There's not a lot you can do, no. So you're, what the fuck? So Chewie has already done magic missile. So Chewie's going to run in and Chewie is, unfortunately, what can Chewie do? Chewie can do not a lot. You can't, which, yeah. I'm just seeing.
Can you run over and lick Tig?
Yeah. That's a good call. So yeah. So Chewie's gonna go into here and lick Tig. So where is the
Or provoke an attack of opportunity, will it?
No, because she hasn't left Mary. She's standing beside Mary. So dog slobber. So 1d4. Oh, for fuck's sake, you get 1 hit point back.
Take it.
So, yeah, you got a hit point. Look, you never know. Maybe that will. Chewie had... I gave Chewie a load of new spells, except create a bonfire and stuff, but I wasn't sure if that would burn the statue. Torvi, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to use my short bow on Mary.
That will be at disadvantage, though, because you're standing right beside her, unfortunately.
Can I move away and use my sword?
Well, if you move away, she'll get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, well, I'll use my fucking sword in the bitch.
Yeah. I'm just throwing a dagger there to show where you, when you threw your Cuchulain's sword or blade, where it fell, so you don't forget to pick it up.
Okay, so I'm going to use my thing and 15. Yeah.
15.
So you got, sorry?
15.
15, excellent. So that was, yeah, that's good enough to do, Mary, yeah.
Okay. 5.
5, okay, so, so you definitely does some damage, but you suddenly notice it doesn't really do as much damage as you would have expected.
Okay.
I'll just check that, but I think that's just checking immunities. Actually, yeah, that does. Right. So how much did you do? Sorry, yeah, it does that damage.
5 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Second attack, don't I?
No, that was only you only get that once, unfortunately, until you take a short rest, isn't it?
That's the...
One. Sorry, I was checking my spells.
No, it says I have an action, surge, and an extra attack.
Yeah, but you can only.
Yeah.
Oh.
The extra fighter at level 5. Obi has 2 attacks
Sorry,
per turn.
I forgot your 5.
Surge gives you an extra.
An extra. Sorry, I forgot you leveled up. I was thinking of the action surge. Yeah, go again, yeah.
So yeah, sticker again.
But when you do the action surge, you get an extra action, but you can only make 1 weapon attack with that, so you don't get to do
4
extra attack.
Yeah.
So you do 3.
And you can only do that once, though.
If you use the action surge.
Yeah.
Per short rest.
Yeah.
Right, so same thing. 14.
Yeah, that's good enough.
6, 9. Sorry, 9.
9.
6
Okay.
plus 3.
Right.
And then the troll attack, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can only do this once, but go for it, yeah.
12.
12 is enough, yeah?
5.
5, okay. Okay, all right. Mary's starting to take a bit of damage there now. So, okay, so that's you, Torvi. The little creature that was... So Adam is out, yeah? Correct? You were only saying that about the force.
Adam is down, yeah.
So
He's down, yeah.
the little critter runs at Jim, and he locks onto Jim, and he is going to bite. So this is +4 to the bite. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on the time, guys. So that is 18. I presume that's good enough to get him. So it's 2d8 plus 2. So that is 6, 7, 13, 15. Whoa. It's a savage little fecker. 15.
15 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay. Back to Mary.
Yeah.
So Mary is standing there, not looking a bit too pissed. So she is going to. How do I recharge this? So yeah, she's going to attempt. You can see her go like that. So she's doing something, summoning up. So and it goes. So obviously it didn't work. So she didn't have a recharge, and her little sacred heart goes sort of fades out a bit, and she decides to whack the head off Tig. So she's going to do a slam attack on Tig since she's beside you. So that's +4, and it's at advantage.
Okay.
Because you're stunned. So +4. So I'll roll d20. Take the worst. 17. Or sorry, take the best is 18. I presume both of them would have gotten through anyway.
Yeah.
And she does 2d6 plus 4. So she does 5, 9 damage to you.
Is that what type is that now? Is that?
That's would be bludgeoning.
So he said 9. So I'm taking
4.
half of that.
4.
4. Cool.
You're still alive, so are you?
Down.
I'm still alive.
Okay, so she's going to hit you. She's going to do it to you again. So she rolls at advantage. So that's 14. Is that enough? 14 plus 4 is 18.
Yeah.
Okay, and she's going to do. She's doing 4, 6, 10, 4. So that is 14 and half against 7 damage.
Okay. Still just barely standing up.
Fucking hell, you're tough. So
That's it.
so that's Mary. Adam's unconscious, isn't it? So Adam's unconscious. Jim,
Burst.
you have a little critter hanging off your leg.
Oh, hold on. Let me check one thing. I just got an actual 20 on the deck save, and I just want to check.
That is 2 passes.
Is it,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I want. Yeah, I
it
think
is. It counts as 2.
Okay. Yeah.
That counts as 2. Yeah.
So Jim. Yeah, I just also want to just double check Jim's spell as well before I use it. Just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. Where am I going? Sorry, wrong one. Yeah. So, okay, Jim is gonna. Will you make a Dex saving throw for the Moor Demon?
Okay.
Jim is gonna cast Burning Hands. He's gonna.
Yeah. So the
magical
Moor
lighter
Demon
fluid
is
and.
-1. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. For the Moor Demon, Jim's kind of moving around there,
Yeah.
right? So he's gonna in a cone, and it's gonna shoot out. So 15-foot cone.
And take Jack as well.
Catch Jack as well.
Okay.
So will you?
Yeah,
so
I did
get,
Maw
dex
Demon
saves
first.
for the
So
two of them, and
so the Maw Demon is 19. So I presume he passes.
he does.
And Jack is Dex. You say Jack is +1. So Jack fails. He's on 2.
Okay, so that was Burning Hands at 3rd level, which is obviously the Maw Demon take half of this, but it's 5d6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a huge amount. Only 15 points of fire damage. So 7 for the Maw Demon and 15 for Jack.
Okay, 7 for the Maw Demon.
Fire out in
and 15 for Jack.
Unless it 7 for the Maw, unless it's resistant. I don't know if either of them are resistant to fire.
Not.
So
no.
If either of them are. But
okay, so the Maw Demon takes it and it blasts and it singes his hair and he's fine. But the blast that hit Jack, Jack just incinerates into that, and Jack dies. And as Jack dies, he turns back into his original form of a crusty sailor. So it is a minute to 10. So I take it, Becky and Ray, you have to talk to Charlie.
Yeah, she was a birthday this week, so we have to.
Yeah. So, guys, what we'll do is we'll finish it up there. Next up on the thing is actually Whacker. So if you remember that there for me, Ray, as well, I'll make a note of it. So Whacker, you're actually up next. So you can be thinking about now what you're doing for the week. So I hope the combat tracker was a bit better. It was a bit of a disaster. I know the last time we tried to use it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
So I think it is probably easier to do the attacks in Fantasy Ground, I think. But how are you feeling about this alternative system?
It's just a matter of getting used to it. I have to say, we're going to like this layout and this way we're doing it.
Yeah.
But we have to just get it more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It is, and like you said before, part of the thing is it is better. It's more like in-person D&D, and so it is good practice for if and when you'd actually be able to get around the table, and you're not. It's not doing it for you, so you just roll a die, like you know. Well, to be honest, on some level, I'm quite liking just rolling in the tray in owlbear, because then it's like in-person D&D, you're just rolling the dice, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm adding this to it.
Yeah.
You know, as if I was looking at a piece of paper sheet. You know.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Becky, Ray, we'll see as you go off and make your phone call, and hopefully next.
See you, Ray.
Hopefully next week we'll have Dunica back, and we'll get his comms working first. So, and I'm just going to shut down streaming. So everybody that was watching, which was probably Dunica, thanks very much for streaming, and we'll be doing this same time next week, and this will be going up to YouTube this evening. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.